Hello, Vaughn. This is Iron Cross. I just got through watching your video and I thought I'd respond with my own video. We read in Revelation 9, 1 through 4. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him it was given the key to the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose smoke out of that pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened based on the smoke of that pit. And there came out of the smoke a locust upon the earth, and unto them it was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass, neither the earth, nor any green thing, nor any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. Now, I think this is a good point to note here, that they do not hurt those that have the seal of God in their forehead. And this brings me back to a point I was trying to make before, speaking to other believers, that a born-again believer cannot be demon-possessed. And I think this goes hand in hand with this passage and this plague that we're going to see come upon this earth. In Revelation 9, 14 through 19, we read, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay 1/3 of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in this vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was a third part of mankind killed, by fire and by smoke and by brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and their head and they had heads, and with them they do hurt. I also wanted to mention in 1 Samuel 28:13, and the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth. This goes back to ancient Samaria. This also is part of the Mayans culture, the Aztecs culture and history. They all looked at these beings that they said come from the stars to give them certain information, certain knowledge, and they looked upon them as gods. Now, we know Satan wants to be worshipped. That's one of the things he wants. Well, these fallen angels, apparently they're getting the same thing. Also, during the days of Noah, they believed those beings also to be gods. But God refers to them as watchers. God's word also says that in the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. I personally believe the UFO activity will continue to increase to the point that the governments will have to disclose that they are arriving. But as many things, as you well know, it's a need-to-know basis, and they don't really want us to know what they really are. I was listening to Coast one night, and they played a snippet of someone that claimed to have worked at Area 51, and he called them interdimensional beings, which I can't really argue with that. One last thing I wanted to add here is, I don't know if you've ever heard of Aleister Crowley. He's an occultist. Anyway, I read a book about Stargates, and it gives a quick snippet about Aleister Crowley and what he did. He attempted to create a dimensional vortex that would bridge the gap between the world of the seen and the unseen. The ritual was called a mantra. Working and according to Crowley, became successful when a presence manifested itself through the rift. He called the being Lamb, and drew a portrait of it. The startling image, detailed almost 90 years ago, bears a powerful similarity with the alien grays that we know of today. I definitely think we're being visited, and I believe they're coming from here and from a distance. But I don't believe that they're from another planet. I believe, like the gentleman that claimed to be coming from Area 51, that they're interdimensional beings. I believe that they're the fallen angels, or as God's word refers to them as the watchers. And we know that 2012 is growing closer all the time. I don't believe by any stretch of the imagination that the world's going to end in 2012. But I think 2012 we could see the return of the Watchers. I think we see the building of it up right now. We can see more and more UFO activity, and it's increasing. I think anyone can see that. But anyway, I wanted to give you my take on it and respond to your video. God bless you, brother, and keep up the good work. God bless.